The end of injustice. In a small village named Sundarpur, life was simple but harsh. The people were hardworking farmers who toiled from sunrise to sunset. They grew wheat, rice, and sugarcane, yet their lives never flourished because of one man, Dhaniram, the wealthiest businessman in the region. Dhaniram owned the grain market, the oil press, and even the small lending shop in the village. The villagers depended on him for everything, selling their crops, borrowing seeds, or getting money in emergencies. But instead of helping them, Dhaniram squeezed them dry. He bought their harvest at cheap rates. He charged high interest on loans. If anyone protested, he threatened to seize their land. The villagers lived in fear. Their lives were like puppets, and Dhaniram pulled the strings. Among the villagers lived a strong and honest farmer named Bhairav. Unlike others, Bhairav was fearless. He believed that hard work and truth could defeat greed. One season, Bhairav harvested a good crop of wheat. He went to Dhaniram's shop to sell it, but as always, Dhaniram cheated him, weighing the grains falsely and paying half the price. "Sechi, this is not justice," Bhairav protested. Dhaniram laughed cruelly. "Justice? Poor men like you don't deserve justice. Take what I give or go away." The villagers tried to reason with Dhaniram, but he insulted them all. Bhairav walked away silently, his fists clenched but his heart calm. One day, he thought, "Karma will speak louder than my words." The next year, heavy rains ruined many fields. Crops failed. Hunger spread. The villagers had nothing left to sell. But Bhairav had worked wisely. He had saved seeds, stored food carefully, and managed his field with patience. Soon all villagers turned to him for help. "Bhairav Bhaiya, our children are starving. Please give us some grain, we will repay you after the next harvest." Bhairav's heart melted. He remembered their suffering and shared generously. He gave grain, seeds, and even oxen for plowing, but he never asked for repayment. On the other hand, Dhaniram's go-down, grain storage, was also ruined in the rains. Rats and moisture destroyed most of it. He tried to buy food from other towns, but merchants refused because of his past arrogance. For the first time, Dhaniram's wealth meant nothing. His house was big, but his kitchen was empty. His servants left him. His children cried for food. Finally, with no choice left, Dhaniram himself came to Bhairav's door. "Bhairav," he said with folded hands, his voice trembling. "For years I cheated you and all the villagers. Today I stand hungry and helpless. Please forgive me. Give me food and I promise to change." The villagers who had gathered around were furious. "Don't help him, Bhairav," they shouted. "He never helped us. He deserves his fate." But Bhairav remained calm. He looked at Dhaniram, once arrogant, now broken. He said, "Dhaniram, karma has shown you what injustice feels like. But if I refuse you today, then I will become like you, and I will not let injustice live in my heart." Bhairav gave him food and shelter. The villagers were astonished. True to his word, Dhaniram changed. He returned the lands he had taken. He reduced all debts. He opened a school for the children and a free well for water. Slowly, the villagers forgave him. Moral of the story: injustice may look powerful, but it always collapses under its own weight. True strength lies not in revenge but in forgiveness. Karma spares no one. What we give to the world returns to us. Compassion has the power to transform even the hardest heart. So in the end, Bhairav's honesty and kindness won not only food for the hungry, but also a just future for the entire village. If you like my story, please like, comment and subscribe.